Okay, now we've got all of our ferns in, we've got our daisies in, and now we're going to paint our butterfly. So in case you forgot from the last video how to load your brush, I'm going to show you that really quickly here. You're going to take one corner of your number 12 brush and you're going to double load by dipping one time into the pink, magenta pink and the white. And I push down really hard first time. 1, 2, 3. Go back and pick up some more. 1, 2, 3. Third time, 1, 2, 3. We're also going to use a little bit of floating medium on this. Floating medium is pigment, or is paint without the pigment. So I'm going to put a little of that on here as well. And how you use this is, you just dip your paintbrush in and right back out. So I'm just going to dip in, right out. I'm going right back here to where I was, and I'm going to blend that on. That'll make it much easier for you to blend when we do this technique. Okay, so now my brush is loaded and we're going to practice. Alright, we're going to put our butterfly right here in this area, and all of that's dry. Okay, so our next, well, here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is get your practice paper out, and we are going to practice our butterflies. Okay, we're going to start out by putting the white's going to go on the inside. So I'm going to start out by making a V. See that right there? Okay, that makes a V. And then I'm going to make one on this side as well. So you have that. Let me zoom that in so you can see it a little better. Okay, alrighty, I'm going to pull that over here so you can see it well. Alright, I'm going to load more paint because I took all the excess off the end of my paintbrush. Alright, with the pink on the outside this time, I'm standing up on the chisel edge. I'm going to blend in the direction I'm going. 1, 2, 3. Stand up on the chisel edge, push down flat, and then 1, 2, 3. And pull that in. What we're doing is going from one line to another. We're standing up right here on that chisel edge. We're blending, blending, blending. We're going to push down flat, not all the way flat, about 3/4, and then I'm going to bring 1, 2, 3. Let your bristles do the work. Now I'm here, I'm going to stand up and to that second line, and I'm going to pull that right in. Now see, my other one's not quite as big, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to go over it again. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to push that in, and I'm there at that line, so I'm going to stand up and I'm going to pull that into the center. Okay? So it makes a nice little butterfly. And then you take and you stand up on the chisel edge and you push forward a little bit, kind of like we did our daisies, and you pull up, stand up, stand up, stand up, and pull that right into the daisies, right into the butterfly. Okay, we're going to do that again on this side. We're standing up on the chisel edge, we're pushing forward, and then I'm going to pull, and as I start pull, I start standing, 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 and I am wrapped up there on the end. Do you see how that is? Push this one and pull that up just a little bit. I'm not worried about that coming up there a little farther because I'm going to be picking up using my script liner brush that looks like this. I'm going to pick up some water and I'm going to load it in the green. So I just picked up the water. I'm not going to rinse this out on the towel. I'm just going to grab hold of it here on the edge and I'm going to pull it out and make kind of like a little puddle. I want it to be kind of inky. And I'm just kind of rolling my brush back and forth like this. Okay? Now, I'm going to start here at the top. Its head belongs right in here between its wings. I'm going to stand up, touch. I'm going to stay there for a minute so my bristles fan out. I'm going to pull down through the body, and just as I start get through the body part, I'm going to start standing, 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 and I've got a nice little body for a butterfly. Going back in and picking up a little bit more of that paint, just right here, and I'm going to touch, and I'm going to pull in his antennas. Touch, pull. Stay right on the tip of that. Okay, so that takes care of that. Of that. Then I like to go back in with a little bit of blue. You can use blue, you can use purple, you can use yellow if you want to, but I like to use a little bit of blue. So I take my stylus. We have a stylus that looks like this. Let me get out here so you can see it. There you go. Can you see that? And it has two ends to it. And I like to just dot it a little bit. So I'm dotting, 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 and dotting. I'm putting 4 over there, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. Okay. So then also, I maybe might put 1 here on the end of each one of those if I like it that way. You can add as many dots as you want to it, any colors that you want, but it just kind of gives it a little extra dimension. Okay, now let's paint it on our painting. Alright, so again, get your number 12 paintbrush out, and let's double load it. I'm dipping into the magenta, and I'm dipping into the white. And I am 1, 2, 3 blending, more white, more magenta, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to paint our butterfly now. I know, I think maybe I'll make this one on the outside, make it white. And I'm putting 1 line there, 1 line there. You see that? And then I'm putting 1 line there and 1 line there. Okay, going back in, I'm going to dip into the floating medium, and I'm going to blend it on my plate again, right where I was. Pick up the pink and pick up the white, and now I'm ready to put it on here. Okay, so I'm starting up here on the chisel edge, and I'm leaning and blending 1, 2, 3. Stand back up on the chisel edge, move, press your brush down, and 1, 2, 3. I'm not really going, see, I'm not doing this. I'm not going like that. I'm exaggerating. But that's what a lot of people have a tendency to do, is exaggerate that. It's really, let your bristles do the job. Okay? Alright, standing up on this one, I'm blending, going the direction that I'm going to be going. Stand back up, push down, and 1, 2, 3. When I'm over here at that last line, I stand up and I pull in. Okay? Now that we've got that in, we need to put the body in. So again, I make sure my brush is wet. I'm going to go over here into the green and just get some of that green like we did earlier. I'm going to touch right here in between. I'm letting my bristles spread out. I'm pulling down, 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 standing, standing, standing. Okay? Now picking up a little bit of more green. I'm going to touch and pull in, touch and pull in. Okay, that was a little bit, not as much as I want. Then the next thing that we do is we take our stylus. Oh, we forgot to put in the bottoms of our butterfly. I thought he looked a little funny, so let's go ahead and do that. I just forgot. See, even instructors make mistakes sometimes. Push and pull. Push and pull in. That one's not as nice, so that's a beauty one stroke. You can go right back over it. Okay? Picking up my green again and doing it again. See, it's good to make mistakes so you know that we also make mistakes. There you go. So see, there we are. We've got our butterfly now. You just take your stylus, pick up some of the blue, and put your dots in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I like to put 4, sometimes 3, and then 1 at the end of each one. Okay, the only thing you have left now to do is just to use that inky green and write your name somewhere on there. Everyone's an artist once I've painted a picture. So don't forget to sign your work. And I will see you at our next class. Thank you for participating. Congratulations, you're all done. Thank you. Bye-bye.